We always look forward to games like this every season. Teams riding momentum, coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoff. Welcome to Rentschler Field in East Hartford, home to the UConn Huskies. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Fresno State Bulldogs, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the UConn Huskies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Huskies ready to get this thing started and open the season. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this. at their own 25. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Got the first down and more. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. To the air, it's Warner. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. Foul him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Who needs that smell salt? Goodness gracious, that linebacker just opened the eyes of the running back, running through the hole and hitting him right in the mouth.
And, man, he may have to have the molars checked out after that one, but at least he was able to hang on to the football.
Secure that football. It is hard to do when you get hit that hard, especially when you get that face right there on the football. Nice job by the back holding the ball.
Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. All right, guys, let's chat about Fresno State. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw it.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Unloads to the wideout. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces the 4th down. Fresno State will have to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
He's got it. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Swings it out to the flat. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Guys, for just a second, let's talk about UConn. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And that's a really good job by this defense because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got an open man. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. This UConn offense really has it going. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Lost one deep down the right side. Catch inside the 25. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two, and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. That last play has this defense on its heels. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 21. Tight end now in motion. To throw, it's Warner. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Headed to the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Colorado State was far from the friendly confines of Fort Collins, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. UConn going back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. It's caught.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
The Huskies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He slings it deep to the left. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Warner. Buys a little time with his feet. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's going to take off. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Turning it on. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The option look. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback, because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Fresno State. A great catch and run for 6.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. on offense goes back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel...
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Dropping back, it's Warner. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UConn going back to work on offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue.
Turning on the Jets. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And how about the third down run play? And this is an offense that they can do a lot of different things, so they make you guard the whole field, but you might want to start with that running back. And he makes the big play, gets the third down conversion, gets him a new set of downs.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. The play action fake. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Warner. Quickly complete. At midfield, he's got room. Oh, a lot of space. At the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Fresno State. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The UConn offense goes back to work. They're looking at a 21-point hold. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
He leaves it with the back. Tripped up for the tackle. That gives him 54 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Now the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Finds space on the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Yeah, the defense is going to have their hands full. They're going to have to find a way to get this tight end doubled because in man coverage, he's just too much. Nobody right now is able to run with him. Big play there on the corner route. I think they're going to have to start giving him safety help.
UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. Running back searching for a hole. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
The Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Finds his big tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Right down the middle. Finds a tight end. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And the QB just makes it look easy. Drop back, surveys the field, makes the correct decision, throws the ball where his receiver can catch it, doesn't put it in harm's way. That's a really good quarterback making it look easy.
He's looking to pass. He's going for the goal line. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Husky.
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. You got to build on this momentum in the second half.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Leaves it with the running back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Brave. And the Wildcat has turned to disaster. A big loss as the defense was all over it. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Bulldogs will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll open the second half with a run. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll go to the ground. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
They'll try the run. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass. Going for the big play. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. Did some work on the return. They mark him out of bounds right at the 20. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well, and they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack them coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go at the start of the second.
Oh, he's got some space. Got enough space. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And they take it in for 6 more points. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Set to advance on the football.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Going back to work on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Rides it and reads it. Now the toss. Turns it on in midfield. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Gets it out fast. Breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
Looking to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Gets rid of it. Big guy smells it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on 2nd down by the goal line, you've got to be really smart with this football.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got his man, makes the grab. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. into the end zone, and it's picked off for the 4th time today. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Big fullback's got it. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. That's the end of the period. Fresno State has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Looking for a man. It's Warner. He's going to throw deep right side. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Fresno State.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man, putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game 1, they've done a phenomenal job.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The UConn offense goes back to work. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Turning it on! Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Give him 109 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. The Huskies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's McFadden. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. Touchdown, UConn! He got a step and just dusted the field.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Quarterback keeper. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more speed.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Fresno State will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. UConn going back to work on offense. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those. There he goes! That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out. And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And the Huskies have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. He might want another play. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Makes a catch at the 15. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Get set. They'll leave it with him. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's got it on the move. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. UConn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. A designed run for the quarterback. And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has 1 stop. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
That was hardly a performance worthy of a #1 team in the country, and now they have to look themselves in the mirror and see if they can get this thing right.
Yeah, they got hammered. Like, this was not competitive. This was a bad performance, and the committee watches every single week. And being the #1 team in the country, obviously you got some pressure on you, but this squad's got to perform better. They got to show up, man. This was an embarrassing loss, and Jesse, they're going to have to get some things fixed if they want to go try to compete for the ultimate prize.
I think the problem, if you're the head coach of this former #1 team, is that you've got a lot of problems to solve. What went wrong? Because they never even showed up. They didn't even look motivated in this game, and they got dominated in all 3 facets on the field. This isn't just a one-solution fix. There are a lot of question marks now. They're going to be revolving around this program, and a lot of doubters now from the outside. A lot of that energy is going to start seeping in.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.